Hello Aries. Oh, thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. So these messages will resonate or are for you whenever you're watching it or see this. So Aries, before we get started, I heard a few things. So the first thing I heard, you wasn't supposed to see this. You wasn't supposed to see that. So this might be you or someone is like this towards you. I also heard Aries, 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 Aries. So I feel like Aries that you are being encouraged, or you are being recognized, or you are being egged on in some way, or you have some sort of support, or you're gaining support, or this is, you have a sounding board, or this is you like this with yourself. You being your own sounding board. You're cheering yourself on, or you know, I feel like you may be exploring or discovering your talents, or more talents, or that's being realized or discovered, or there's some attention being drawn towards you, or that you are causing, or that someone is trying to bring towards you, or is causing towards you. But there's like this Aries, Aries, like this, you can do it, you can do it, you're doing it, go ahead and do it, or yeah, do it kind of thing. The thing is, ask yourself, Aries, what is this around, and is it right and good for you? Or is this about you challenging yourself, or something that you are challenging yourself with, or you're struggling with, and you're trying to keep in the game, or keep your head in the game, or someone may be being a support to you, trying to keep your head in the game, or you're trying to convince yourself of something, or you're trying to push towards something, or you need a push, something like that. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries. Let's begin. I heard it's the incredible. So someone thinks you're incredible, or you think someone is incredible, or something is incredible here. I do see the devil here, so there may be some mischief. There could be some burden, some toxicity. This could be you becoming empowered, or trying to be empowered, or you being empowered, or you having power, or you having control, or trying to get in control, or keep control, or not lose control, or maybe you are losing control, or this is happening to you or around you from someone else. You do have the Hermit, so there may be some soul searching, some examining that's happening, or this is you being seen, or is what you're looking at, or both, where for solutions, answers here, or getting to the bottom of things. Things may be being questioned or needing to be questioned here. Something's being shined, a light is being shined on something. You may be deliberating over something. You might be feeling stuck. You may be feeling pressure, or the pressure's building. For some in a good way, for some of you in a not so good way. I also see the Four of Swords, so you might be feeling a little restless, or you're trying to sort some stuff out. You may be getting perspective, or trying to get perspective, or you're wanting to take a break, or maybe you can't take a break, you can't quit, you got to keep going. You might be tired, or you may be ready to quit, or someone's not letting you quit. Some of you might be trying to, maybe quitting a job, or someone's egging you on to quit. And I'm just saying, you don't leave a job until you have another one. Some of you, you're dealing with this Hermit energy. You're dealing with a Virgo. So you may be trying to stay grounded, or you are grounded. Or maybe you're trying to get something off the ground. Or someone may be like this with you. Or there may be a need for you to look at something more closely. Or you might be having a minimalist approach when you might need instead to have to give it all you got, right? Or pace yourself. Or you might be being egged on to go hard, or encouraged to go hard, or, you know, just give it full force. You might be having some competition or some struggles. Things may be feeling a little chaotic, or you're dealing with some changes or trying to make some changes. You may be the game changer. With the King of Swords here, you could be dealing with someone in this energy. You may be mastering your plans, your objectives. You may have clear objectives or a clear focus. You're seeing things clearly. You may be calculating. You may be being a source of intervention, or someone is being a source of intervention for you. This is you trying to apply or applying wisdom. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who's a professional, or you are the professional. For some of you, you might be looking to cut something out or execute something. You might be struggling with that with the Five of Wands, or someone may be struggling with you in this way. There may be a need for you to look at someone that's in the King of Swords energy, that's coming off as professional or astute or very intellectual, or this is you. But if you are dealing with someone that's a King of Swords, you may you may have keen instinct with something, or someone has a keen instinct about you. You could be doubting yourself. You may be trying to clear your mind or eliminate the competition. Or you may be struggling to compete. Someone may be super competitive. There could be some arguments. You may be, there may be a need to focus more on how to diffuse instead of engage. I'm also hearing rules of engagement. For some of you, you are in a self-imposed prison, or someone is trying to block you, or you might be trying to block somebody. You could be dealing with authority or a boss. You could be spearheading something, I'm hearing. You may be taking control or in control, or someone's being controlling. Ooh, that failed. Oh, so something might not be built up right, or something may need to be protected, or something may be overbearing, or, you know, something you were dominating. There may be issues around being able to continue to dominate or maintain or hold your domain or your position or protect something, because this Emperor just dropped. So something might be getting dropped, or something, the pace or the momentum of something, or there's a problem with authority, or a problem with managing something, or the way to manage something. You got the Seven of Swords, so you could be dealing with stinking thinking, or you might be trying to strategize or get away with something, or someone may be getting away with something with you. You may be trying to escape something, or someone may be trying to take something from you, or you're trying to take something. There may be deception here or betrayal. You may feel taken advantage of, or you may be trying to take an advantage or have the advantage, or this may be what's happening towards you from somebody else. But also, this is strategy and trying to be clever. Some of you, there may be a need for you to turn a new leaf. Some of you may be needing to return to something, or there's a need to see how to liberate yourself, or be careful so that you don't fucking get caught up and find you in trouble, yourself in trouble with the law, or with those that are in power or have authority. You may need to take authority or be the authority. You could be trailblazing something, or you being looked to be the trailblazer. With the King of Pentacles, you may be managing things or focusing on stability, or you could be dealing with stubborn energy. You could be the one that's stubborn. You may be the finesser or being finessed, or you might just have that Midas touch. You may be establishing yourself or getting established, or looking at how you can be established. With the Knight of Cups, you may be looking for offers, or there may be some persuasion or proposals here. But that Seven of Swords keeps being here. You got to be careful with that Seven of Swords here. You want to step lightly and be safe. Okay? It looks like there may be some deception or some cunning activity that's questionable, or there may be a need to be more cunning and crafty here. But the Seven of Swords is not really a good energy, because even if you're being cunning and strategic, or looking to get away or avoid or go towards something, it's like, what are the tactics that are being used? Are the tactics on the up and up? I don't know. You tell me. You got the Queen of Swords, so there's a need to have a clear mind, to be logical, to be smart about shit, to really think things through, to really contemplate and use wisdom. It looks like there's a need to really consider things. There may be a need for less talk and more listening. Focus on the truth, or getting to the truth. Be strong. Use your inner strength. Be careful about whether or not this is pride or ego. But with this Strength card, this feels like inner strength, or having a quiet strength, having some sort of poise with balance, being centered, having self-control. There may be a need for you to have self-control instead. Perhaps there's some things you need to cut out or start. But I feel like you may have a handle on something, or you're getting a handle on it, or you're keeping a handle on it. For some of you, there may be issues around courage. For some of you, you're dealing with the Leo. For some of you, there's issues around anger and discipline. You may be being resilient, or needing to be resilient, or have fortitude. This may be a focus on money. Or you may be dealing with someone else that's taking their time, or you're a person that's taking their time, and maybe you need to take your time so that whatever you're doing is secure and locked in, or to make sure that you're not getting blocked, or it causes you insecurity. So we're going to take a look, Aries, at your energy and attitude that you're embodying whenever you're viewing this. We do have the Knight of Cups that pop back out. And we're also going to take a look and see what's the overall energy surrounding you that's either influencing you or trying to influence you, that you're dealing with, but that also that you could be exhibiting as well. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Aries. So you got this Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is you pursuing a dream, following a dream. For some of you, this is a pursuit of love. This is or pursuit of opportunities. I'm also hearing Good Samaritan, but I also feel like you may be fantasizing, or there may be a need for you to be more grounded and realistic about things, or there may be a need for you to think outside of the box. With this Knight of Cups, you may be getting an offer, or looking for an offer, or looking to create an offer, or seize opportunities, or create opportunities. or there's an opportunity being presented to you. For some of you, this is about love and romance. For some of you, you're more focused on love and romance than you are about your business, and that is something that there's a provoking energy around that. So there may be a need, or is a need, for you to prioritize. For some of you, with this Knight of Cups, this could be something to do with a promise. This may be a proposal. But Knights are doing energy. This doing energy is around creativity or has an emotional component to it. This could be someone that you're dealing with who is a Knight. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Swords following that. So with the Six of Wands in reverse, there is pride and ego happening here. For some, this is about having issues with having victory. For some of you, there's issues with getting attention, or the attention that you are either getting or not getting here. For some of you, you're having issues being able to beat the competition, or struggling to compete, or there's just some sort of struggles or strife that's happening here where you may not feel victorious or successful. But there's issues around success. For some of you, this is others wanting your attention, or this is you wanting attention or more attention. And with this Ace of Swords, you may not be getting communication from someone, or you're holding back communication. Or there's issues around getting to the truth, or someone is telling a lie. Or there is a lack of clarity, or you are having problems getting a breakthrough, or this is what's happening to you with people dealing with you, or with who you're dealing with, or what you're dealing with. For some of you, you having issues having realization, or others having issues with getting you to come to some sort of realization or truth. For some of you, you are having trouble cutting something out or cutting something off. Or this is what others are experiencing from you. But there's some sort of blockage here. You may be pending some news or communication that isn't yet forthcoming because either it's being held back or delayed. There may be something you don't understand. There is something that perhaps you may be looking back at, or someone may be looking back at regarding you, as it has to do with some communication or something that's omitted, or something wrong with it going on with the transmission, or documents or information. Information may be being withheld by you or by someone else. For some of you, you're not getting the answer that you want. For some of you, you are falling on a double-edged sword. Something that was supposed to be a breakthrough will give you clarity, or give you a breakthrough, or be your truth. You end up falling on the sword. For some of you, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, right? And so some of you, there may be an energy of giving up. Or not knowing how to. Or needing encouragement, or not getting the encouragement you want or need or expected. This is you. Ooh, you the moon. Ooh, you could be dealing with the Cancer or Pisces for me with this energy. So there may be issues around creativity, or something is being revealed, or you're waiting for something to be revealed, or you are trying to come to some sort of certainty. You may be trying to be creative, and there may be issues with creativity or the way you imagine something to play out or happen with the moon. You may be trying to address your fears. For some of you, you're no longer hiding your talents. And you're coming out. I'm coming out. I want the rest to know. Or your talents or abilities are being showcased by others. Who are witnessing this. There also could be something to do with false witnessing. With the moon here, you may be lacking imagination, or your creative juices are spent. This is also you getting illumination or needing illumination here. For some of you, there may be some confusion or intense emotions. For some of you, your intention is off. For some of you, there's issues around your agenda or the agenda of someone else or others concerning you. With the moon, you may be in your feelings, or things are fluctuating, possibly in extreme ways. For some of you, this may be you having a lot of attitude or very upset, where you may be being egged on or egging yourself on with something. There may be a problem with your dream, or you may be about to start pursuing your dream, or you may be in a place of uneasiness about this. Some of you, you're being supported to know that you can be confident and you should pursue this. Someone is egging you on or cheering you on and supporting you and saying, go after it. You got this. You can do it. Because you've been struggling or doubting yourself. For some of you, something that there was some uncertainty around, or where there was something hidden, a while ago is now coming into focus or being seen or realized. For some of you, you're being approached, or you are doing the approaching. The moon is also saying there may be issues around you being deceived, or you being the deceiver of others, or to yourself, or others to you. The moon here is saying you may feel your instincts are off. But this could be anger. This could also be fear. And you needing to come out of that. or you're having a hard time. For some of you, this is you coming out of or struggling with or experiencing a dark night of the soul. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here also that was underneath. So there's something that there is a trying to handle something. Move it in or move out. Move in on it or move it out. Bring it in or it's not coming in. Receive it, get your hands on it. A new start, some money, a resource, an opportunity. It looks like you have some hurdles here with there's like mountains here. So there could be a little problem getting something started or receiving something, doing something, having what you need. Let's see what's some additional message here for you, Aries. Some of you are trying to get some startup money for a new business or project. Some of you, some money is missing. For some of you, you want to seize an opportunity and you are concerned about whether it's advantageous or not. For some of you, you're talking yourself out of something. For some of you, be careful about what you get talked into. What are the messages for Aries, please? For some of you, there's a need to be more focused on the possibilities, or there's a need to really see of the possibility or possibilities you're looking at or that comes your way, if it's sincere. You have travel problems getting in the way for you, Aries. You may not be able to get somewhere you need to get to that makes all the difference, but that's a dream or that's a proposal or option or opportunity. This could be, with the 42 breaking down to a 6, this is around choices or something that is the heart of the matter for you. It means everything to you. At the bottom, you got good health. That's a 63 breaking down to a 9. Again, that's that hermit energy. So this is you, needing to make sure or be mindful to make sure that everything is in its place and everybody's doing their part, if anybody has a role here. And that you're doing all you can do and doing your part, and that something may come up that you missed or didn't see, or that's a blind spot, or that has to do with some sort of agenda. Also be careful of fraudulent activity and lies. So it's like there's a need to make sure that things are in good health, things are right, things are good, solid. That you're putting the right energy into this, and that you're putting enough energy into this, and that whoever else should be is doing that too. Again, there's a need to look at things closely, or there may be a need for you to withdraw, or there's a need to examine things, but there's a need to make sure you're grounded and realistic. Have a dream, but make sure it's not unrealistic or unattainable, or you work so hard to that end that you aren't prioritizing when you shouldn't be leaving caution to the wind. So let's see what other messages can come through for you. Let's go with this one. I'm also hearing there could be issues with availability, or it's possible you may need to be more determined and more creative in order to get victory. Or there's a need to pay more attention. Or maybe make sure you have clarity here and that you're seeing the truth. Ooh, you got the bat, a different view. So this is you having a different view about something. There's something you may feel isn't right, or something that you see a way to go about something here. Underneath you have the mind. So you're in your head, or you're doing a lot of thinking, or someone is manipulating. If you take a look, you have this person got their hands around the head, and then there's this ingrained trauma. So this is you perhaps even having fears. Some of you may have fears of travel, fears around health, and that is impeding your progress or getting in the way of you following your dreams, getting in the way of what you're creating, getting in the way of the opportunity or pursuits or the possibility. For some of you, trying to figure out a way around this. And with the bat here, some of you may be doing that under the cover of night and being deceitful, cunning, and crafty, or just trying to be have more strategy, or see how you need to tackle this. So you decide where you are with this, but I suggest you try to do things on the up and up. And again, remember I said Aries, Aries. So someone may be egging you on. It looks like someone's egging you on here, Aries. Pushing you to do something. Maybe there's a need for you to come out of your comfort zone. For some of you, this is about you being encouraged to get out of your comfort zone with something because you've been procrastinating. Or you haven't been making the moves, and it's time to honor yourself so that you can relish in the abundance that will come once you take action. It's like you have to be willing to try. You may have failed, or things haven't gone right before, and so the trauma of that is debilitating to you now when the opportunities are fresh and good and possibly ripe. It looks like there's the possibility, and so you may be getting in your own way. There's some sort of blockage in the way that you're thinking, or that someone is causing you to think. You may not be ready to put yourself out there, or just afraid to, or you just don't see it being worth it when there's a need for you to have a different view. You may be the one that's trying to be this sounding board towards somebody else in these ways, and letting them know that they're in a better place or see themselves in a better place. But also there's a need to make good choices and be practical. And for some of you, to form partnerships, or you might need to look more closely at a partnership in order for you to see achievement. Whether it is to find a new partner, get a partner, or be a partner yourself to who you're dealing with. But it looks like something is achievable, but you have to push past your fear and your doubts, or you are being this voice of reason and support for someone else. But there's issues around just taking action, moving, because somebody's been hurt and wounded. Or there is some sort of injury. I feel like it's injury of the emotions and the mind. So that Seven of Swords may be speaking to the stinking thinking. What are you telling yourself? Or what is someone telling you that's debilitating or keeping you stagnant or stuck? That you're missing out on something, or something is being taken away. That you may have the possibility to grab. You decide what that is for you here. Let's get some additional message for you. What's another message for Aries, please? Do make sure that you're prioritizing and you have clear objectives, if that's what this is. Or that who you're dealing with keeps you on that kind of thinking tank. What else can you tell Aries with these messages, please? Or whenever Aries will see this. What other message you have? Thank you. Joy. It's a 37 breaking down to a 10. The wheel. Okay? This is about shifts, changes, the expected, the unexpected, ups and downs, but always staying on the path that leads to your joy, but also looking to stay on the path that is your joy and your happiness. And maybe that has bewildered you. Or it's been a long time since you've experienced it, and maybe you don't know how now. But you know what? You don't need to know how. You just need to step out and do something. That's the only way you're going to navigate when you feel you're in the wilderness, or things are you're like you're in a forest. You have to take direction to get direction. Take a step to see the path to your joy, and move towards your joy. Always move towards your joy. At the bottom, you have trust. Yeah, you're having trust issues, or there's a need to just have faith. There's also a need to believe again. That's a 47 breaking down to 11. So, you know, you may have been dealing with some karma. You know, the right thing may not have happened for you for some time, or things may have been unfair, or you may have been mistreated, or the right things weren't happening, or you couldn't get them to happen. And that is coloring your here and now. And it's time to have a different view. And heal this by moving through. But you gotta make a move. You gotta make the move, yeah. Or you're trying to encourage this for someone else. So let's see what your guidance is. You got to see yourself as the haves and not the have-nots. Okay? There's an energetic shift, and it's time for you to ride the wave of good fortune. okay with the unknown. And being okay, being afraid, but doing it anyway. Don't give up on you. Don't throw in the towel. Pick it up. Okay, get the beat back. What is the guidance for Aries? I heard step into a Slim Jim. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that to you about what that is. For some of you that resonates, and good luck with that. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So this is, again, you taking the steps, and over the next week, each day take a step towards your joy, towards you working on building your trust and your faith, and stepping out on belief and being optimistic. Start again. Let's see, some more guidance. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have more guidance for Aries? What else can you tell Aries, please? You know, you may have been trying to get something off the ground and it just never happened. Somebody, you know, somebody might have, or people might have killed your shit over and over again. And you're like, well, fuck it. And all you holding on to is the failure of it all. You got some people probably still reminding you of that shit, but somebody somewhere is rooting for you. Or you're being like this for somebody who needs it. Okay? For some of you, you having body aches and pains where it's due to you suffering from an injury, or it's causing injury to you now in your life that you is interfering with your joy, or you're not pursuing your joy as much because you're in pain. Go see a doctor. For those of you that's what this is. You have observed your attitude. Yeah, you got to get rid of stinking thinking, Aries, and the stinking thinking of others. Determine whether you spend most of your energy in a positive or negative frame of mind. Do you have to remind yourself to be positive, or are you naturally that way? Your goal is to become mindful of whether you're unconsciously positive or negative. It's time to stop being pessimistic. Okay? Thinking negative, visualizing the negative, holding on to the negative, expecting the negative. Observe your attitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. Have an attitude of possibilities. For some of you, you are coming out of this and you are observing your attitude, or someone's helping you to do this. But this is a constant effort that you are having to work on, or someone that is being constant with you, or vice versa. But you are observing your attitude and you are working to improve that, and it's a daily effort. You can't, you can't relent. You have to keep it up. So, and others of you, there's a need for you to be mindful of this, because what you believe, you can conceive, but you will also attract. You can attract the positive to you. It's called a law of attraction. Or you can attract the negative. Shift your focus. It's time for changes. And it's uncomfortable, but take steps, and the next thing you know, you get to walking and jogging, and soon you'll be running. And if you fall, get back up again. Get back up again. All right, Aries, these are your messages. I hope they resonate. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye now.